You want to know how narcissists are? When I get that feeling, I want some narc free feeling. So I left my house over 2 months ago now, trapped in my hometown. Just did a meditation by a guy named 𝂀This, who I listened to years ago, and he helped me a great deal get started on my journey. The meditation's awesome. And then now, because of all the hate, anger, and jealousy and envy of narcissists in my hometown, where I've been for 49 years, trapping me, leaving my apartment October 17th, them watching me, financially abusing me, abuse by proxy, humiliation abuse, all just like what I had was when I was a kid. More abuse, emotional abuse, tons more everything. My point being, I just did a meditation, and it shows you when you can still your mind and do a meditation, you can come back to getting that 5D consciousness. Because again, you've already been brave and said no to these people. Years ago, 3 years ago, you walked away, you gray rocked. This is me. Hopefully you can do it too. And then you do yes and no answers. You don't tell them anything about yourself. But again, Facebook is called nosy neighbor. There's nosy neighbors. And I'm not just saying it literally. Your family can be nosy, friends. It's just narcissists. They're so nosy to the point where they never introspect on themselves. So again, running away from themselves, talking, gossiping, slandering, hate, jealousy, envy. Again, never looking at themselves. Big ego, perfect, walking around. They're the bomb, they're this, they're that. When a bomb actually needs to go off right in front of them so they can actually fucking evaluate themselves and what they've actually done to other people, to the planet, to themselves, and how on Christmas Day today still they'll fake it again. They'll still sit there. Today's the worst day. Remember, if you're around narcissists today, they hate holidays because they hate themselves. So they hate you. So they're going to go again today. Christmas number, whatever. Faking it. Sitting there, talking at a table at whatever age they are, gossiping about people. Making fun of their kids. And not breaking any generational curses. But being jealous and envious of somebody else who already had a 5D state of consciousness, 6 years sober, so working on myself 3 to 4 years ago, and being jealous and envious of another being when we're all connected. So I'm going to let that resonate with people today. If you're around these people, please get away. There's nothing great about them at all. You know why? Because you can change as the empath, but don't give the narcissist too much credit because they're just still sitting in and blaming you, rejecting you. A book by Rebecca Mansfield, Shamed, Blamed, and Rejected. But it's not just that. It's hate, jealousy, and envy. Wherever you are on the planet, I hope you have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. I am still trying to get out of my hometown, and it's very much a hostage situation because, again, 333 on the timer, divinely guided, divinely supported. But again, it's a hostage situation. My phone's been cloned out. There's criminal network going on with my life. Cops, no help. Yesterday, I called the lawyer, never heard back. Phone cloned out still. Can't get a hold of the greatest guy of all time because my phone's cloned out. And do you want to know why? Because of jealousy. With people that are 8 years behind me now, still doing this, which I gave up 7 to 8 years ago. Still doing this today. And again, I just meditated. And again, in my head, on the spiritual journey, sometimes you go off and meet some loser in my head. In the voice to skull just said, I'm not even talking. I was just silent after 𝂀This meditation. I'll drop it in the description. It was amazing for anyone who does want to get into a higher consciousness. Remember, we are all connected, but I don't want to be connected to narcissists. You know why? Because they're not doing a fucking thing. They don't have service. They don't have integrity. And they don't value themselves. So why would I fucking value somebody who doesn't value themselves? But again, to you, to the world, they appear different than behind closed doors. So out in public, they really do look like, to me now, an egotistical prick. Front showman, this and that, but they've never done anything. There's no passion. There's no love. There's just nothing. And all they've got is just gossip, slander, and hate. And again, sitting there, again, pretending today. Half of their kids won't even see them today. None of them will. And they'll sit there as the adult, empty, shallow, hollow vessel going, here's an example of somebody. I mail my son Christmas gifts every year. It's because of his wife. His wife doesn't like me. Well, if the son doesn't talk to you, there's got to be another reason than the wife. But again, projections, blaming it on somebody else. Another unaccountable narcissist in their 70s. Half of these people can't even leave their fucking house because of things they've done to other people. So they stay in, again, anxiety, fear, shame, and guilt of their own. But then when they go out into the public, they'll project it out onto the good people. Make fun of your looks, make fun of people's weight, when they could be the fat, ugly schmuck, but they're calling you fat. Sorry, I don't want to hang around with anybody that's making fun of somebody's physical appearance. And I hope wherever you are on the planet today, if you are the empath, you can stand up for yourself and set a boundary and just take a moment to silence your mind and listen to the people that you're hanging out with today. And if they're not for you, hopefully you can get enough courage as I did and just gray rock them and walk away silently. Again, my story is different. I'm not going to say everybody on the planet's going to have a hostage situation with their community. But again, I got to say, sobriety is the best gift I ever gave to myself, no matter what the circumstances are right now. I just had somebody on Voice to Skull say, it's the chicken. So that's a narcissist. I ate chicken a couple days ago. These guys are the watchers. Nobody should know I ate chicken. Nobody should be watching me eat. Nobody should be watching me meditate. Nobody should be watching me shower. Nobody should be in my phone where I can't get a hold of somebody. And nobody should be dominating over my fucking YouTube channel. Again, holding the mask. What are we going to do? Now she looks smart. She put a comma in the right place. No. And again, for a post on YouTube, you can write as many words as you want. I write 70, 20, 30, or 80. And it says 400 out of 406. That's what they do to me on my phone. So I can't actually write and be myself. So again, when you try to break free from a narcissistic family, you're the scapegoat. And today for Christmas will be different for them. But again, because they've trapped me in my hometown still, which again, 5D consciousness doesn't mean you have to leave your town. It was just you on your own spiritual journey, giving love to everybody in your community. That's what I was doing, minding my own business and still going out and hanging out with good people, giving love when I watched a band. And then everybody turned to hate, everybody. So the narcissist today, they won't introspect. They won't self-reflect. Just like Thanksgiving, they don't have gratitude. You're supposed to have gratitude every day. And I'm in a hostage situation, and I can wake up and still be grateful that I'm sober because it was the best gift I ever gave to myself. Feeling Voice to Skull, feeling scalar weapons on you when you're sober, while these people are sitting there in their addictions thinking it's funny to humiliate somebody, those aren't my people. And they never have been. Not since I was a little kid, and certainly not now. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to put up with anyone today again. Again, they hate holidays, so they'll project it all out to you. I just did one meditation, and I feel better than I have in 2 months, but that's not going to last for me in my hometown. So for me, my 5D state of consciousness branching onto people where I live, it doesn't work. So I do have to physically actually move to. And again, I tried that. I left my apartment October 17th. I got as far as like 20 minutes from where I used to live in a hotel. And I can still be grateful that I have a roof over my head as they're scalar weaponizing my back right now for speaking my truth. Now this is a hateful family like that, still holding the mask. I don't want anyone to be better than them, but they haven't made a move yet. How can you make a move and picture yourself better than me when you haven't even put down a beer yet? You haven't put down your hate? And you haven't done a fucking thing except for berate and still berating me behind my back, to smearing my name to a whole community. And you think I would ever come back to you guys? I never will. So again, 10:10 on the timer. You can clone out my fucking phone. You can keep redirecting my calls so I can't get a lawyer, a crooked cop. I have to go the long route to get peace bonds because no cop will come help me. Because again, it's all who you know in my city, right? A city filled with Masons. The lazy narcissist. Oh, hey, I know a guy for that. I'll get you that. Ha ha ha. Somebody gets ordered to go do changing ways. He, I signed myself out to go do cocaine. And this is the mentality of narcissism. We're the empaths. Because of these monsters, we've actually had to do everything the hard way. So let's turn that the fuck around. Wherever you are on the planet right now, don't ever bow down to a narcissist. You're the empath. You're actually the golden child, by the way. You're not the scapegoat. And by the way, 2025, no scapegoatism should still be existing. Again, wherever you are on the planet, my back's getting more sore. I'd like to shout out to 𝂀This for a meditation I did 5 years ago on the planet in my own bathtub, when I could bathtub without the watchers watching me, and I could really get up to a 5D state of consciousness. But again, where I am, thinking it's funny, again, maybe if I could have got out of my city 2 months ago, my hair wouldn't have been that bad either, eh? With scalar weapons. This is hate. Just hate. We just wanted her to look horrible because they hate themselves. And again, wherever you are, I hope you can get away from these people, because this is actually called murder. This is a murder plot. Not just on my hair, on my whole life. And once you have the eyes to see, you can see these people for what they are as well. And when you're sober, you could still be the brightest being on the whole planet for yourself. Namaste. Happy holidays. And again, one more thing. That's what they'll do. So again, I ate the chicken a couple days ago, being a kind of a vegan now, so. After doing a keto diet, being called fat my whole life, so it was all meat and veggies. Now you go off meat. Now I had chicken for my wraps. They shouldn't know what I'm eating, but they're watching me through harassment electronically, the watchers through Pegasus, spyware, government illegal drones, zapping me all night long, zapping me. A scapegoat for the city. So they don't have to ever do anything, but just sit there laughing at somebody else. Like, wouldn't it get old by now? Again, that's what narcissists do to you. So wherever you are today, wherever you say, oh, I feel good about myself. I lost 5 pounds. Oh, you don't really look like it. Like, that's their backhanded comments right now, just slaying there. It's the chicken. Saying why I can't get to a higher state of consciousness. Again, nothing about the whole city being a corrupt community. Somebody in my ear literally just said, and it would be that fucking family, the brother that hates me. It's the chicken. So I couldn't get to a higher state of consciousness with everything I just named because I ate chicken. Not last night, the night before. This is how dumb they are. So again, wrap your head around that. It actually doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they've ruined my whole journey and that I'm still speaking my truth. Whether they make me stutter or not. It's nothing to do with the fucking chicken. It's everything again to do with them. But again, that's how dumb their comments are. I hope you can hear what I'm actually trying to say, because they never will. Namaste.